Hello, welcome back to another episode in my series, The Chronicles of Sovik, my Warlock leveling series from level 1 to level 120 in preparation for Shadowlands. So, what have I been up to since the last video? You may remember we reached the crossroads in Northern Barrens, and we're going to be picked up some of the quests to start questing and using that as a hub. And I did say in the last episode that I was probably going to do a little bit more fishing around the Dark Moon Fair, get the fish on the auction house, get a few other bits and pieces on the auction house, and then come back to Crossroads, which is exactly what I've done. So let's head to the mailbox. I know I've got some sales already because I've had a sneak peek. So we are currently on 19,178 gold, predominantly through the sale of Dark Moon Dagamores and the Dark Moon Firewaters. And in the mailbox, we have got another 14,804 gold. So again, let's start from the bottom. Dark Moon Dagamores, Dark Moon Firewater, some more Dagamores, some more Firewater. And the other ones we've got, well, the last of are herbs, which are sold now. The 5 earth roots, which we've been sort of put on the auction house a few times. We had a couple of pieces of heavy leather, which I got from fishing, which I put on the auction house. And the last item is a bow, which I picked up questing. I think it had a market value or a server value of about 65 gold. I put it on for 20 just to get rid of it. It was a low level, not really desirable weapon. So I thought, you know what, if it's a hunter on there who sees this, wants to use it for questing purposes, I'll give him something on the cheap. And I put it on and it's gone. So that's all gone. So 14,804 added onto our tally. Puts us now at 33,982, which for a level 20 character who's by himself with no other alts on the server is not bad going, considering where we've been and what we've done. Okay, so what else have we done as well? We do have more fish and more firewaters on the auction house. Now, the last time I checked, and it hasn't come through as yet, so I imagine I've got another 66 Firewaters, another 180 Dark Moon Dagamores on there as well. So in terms of market value, that would probably be another, let's say 1,000, probably about another 6,000 to 7,000 worth of product on the auction house at the moment. We should hit the mailbag. So as soon as that comes through, we should be roughly around about the 40,000 gold mark, which again is pretty good going. I've also gone and bought some mounts. So I think the last time you saw us, we had the Felsteed. I have now picked up all of the wolves from Orgrimmar, which cost me 90 silver each. This is Sovik mounted on the Black Wolf, which I think is the best fit for him at the moment. I just felt that the wolves for an orc fits a little bit better than what the Felsteed does. And also, whilst we were in the Dark Moon Fair, we stumbled across Moonfang. And Moonfang, yet again, dropped his pelt, which is on the auction house. And I've also picked up this item here, the Shimmering Moonstone, which is an item which summons and dismisses a rideable Moonfang. So anytime the Dark Moon Fair is on, we have got ourselves a Moonfang ground mount, which we can use, and we'll certainly use until the Dark Moon Fair disappears, which I felt was really good. I've got that on one of the other characters on a different realm, on the EU side, and I thought that was a really good drop. It'll come as no surprise to find that we suffered our second death on this character, once again at the hands of Moonfang. So that's 2 deaths in total. I'm not too concerned by that. We are level 20, and he's level 120, I believe. Although we did do a bit more damage this time. So it was a good fight. He went down well, and we got 1 death, but all in all, not too bad. And the only other thing I've got is I picked up off the auction house my first enchant for this character. Now, I'm not especially looking at picking up enchants or anything just to boost up the stats. We're leveling up, even at the slow pace we're leveling at the moment. We don't really need any sort of major buffs to our gear. However, for 12 silver, an enchant chest with minor stats, which increases all stats by 1, didn't seem to be too bad value. It's got a region market value of 187 gold. I picked it up for 12 silver. I think there was still a few on there after I picked that up. So we will apply that to our chests. which was the upgrade, we got the Man Crit's old wedding garments. So let's equip that. Again, I can't see it making a great deal of difference to him. But for 12 silver, it's a nice to have. Okay, so let's have a look at our quests. So we've got the Zebra Hooves, which are all around Crossroads. We've got the Huntress Claws, which again, little pockets around Crossroads. And then we had our 2 quests, which are to go to the Forgotten Pools. So let's head over there, and hopefully we can see some of these Zebras, some of these Huntresses, and then we can bring them back to the Crossroads. So again, let's get on our temporary Moonfang. So at least 1 week every month we should be able to use that, which is good. Actually looks quite decent as well with his semi-white transmog look he's got going on at the moment. We've also got our, since we reached level 20, we've also got our Void Walker out in force as well. So he's going to accompany us on our quests rather than the Imp. The Imp was a very good addition for the lower levels, and he's certainly going to be someone I use if we go into any dungeons. But for a sort of pocket tank, for our own tank to go around and taunt the threat, he's going to be fantastic. Okay, so here's the first one. Again, I can't see these creatures causing us too much problems at this level. Although saying that, we haven't burnt him down too quickly. We're still, as you can see, level 20. I don't think I put any experience on since the last video. There's another one here. We picked up the Who's from that one as well, that first one. None from him. That looks like there's one of these. No, he's a cheater. Right, I've got another one down here hiding between the trees. Again, this is a benefit of having this Void Walker. Unless something goes horribly wrong, for my own sort of protection, losing stamina, I shouldn't be really getting any aggro whatsoever at this stage because I've got him. We also picked up the recipe, the Elixir of Giant Growth, which I know from experience isn't worth a great deal of money. In fact, it's worth next to nothing. And I'm sure in the Northern Barrens that will be the first of many of those recipes we pick up, because they do tend to drop fairly often. Again, the Grizzly trophies are coming along quite nicely. Do we have any more hiding around this corner? Okay, so we've got one of these lions. Let's take him out. Okay, so this is one of the problems of having a pet which taunts. It will still taunt creatures that you might not want to taunt, which is a factor. Okay, let's skin both of these. Again, we're picking up some light leather. I do need to start getting some of this on the auction house. So we're not going to use it for any professions. Tailoring is still sort of, we're ticking away with that. I think I'm probably up to about level 30 or 40. So again, not making any sort of great guns for that. I've not bought any linen cloth for the auction house. I'm sort of just trying to use what I've got. I pick up naturally. His health is quite low actually. We still haven't learned the ability. I think it's level 22 before we can start healing them. Got that instant Shadow Bolt. Again, level 22 is not a million miles away. I'll be surprised if I'm not reached there at the end of this recording. Okay, so how are we getting on? I think we've got all the zebra. Yeah, so we've got all the zebra hooves now, which is good. So let's try and angle our way down into the Forgotten Pools, avoiding these mobs. Gives him a chance to get some of his energy back as well. Okay, so these mushrooms we need to collect. I don't think there's going to be any way of avoiding him, so let's engage him at range. Is he going to drop some linen cloth? No. Okay, so it's fungal spores, that's right. That's 1. That's 2. Let's head up here. There's 2 quests we need to pick up from him. Okay, so coal cart leaders. The centaurs have plagued the Tauren for years, and recently the coal core centres of the barons have grown to a real threat. Normally they were disorganised in these lands, but new leaders have risen among them, rallying them. To preserve our holdings here, these centaur leaders must be destroyed. Bring me the head of Barak Kodobane. He camps west of these forgotten pools. Defeat him, then return to me. So we've got to slay this Barak character, collect his head, and we pick up a pair of gloves, which look decent. I'm not sure they're going to be an upgrade because I'm not sure we need the stamina, and the versatility might be a bit better for us at the moment, but we'll accept that. There's another quest down here. I can't see who's giving me that quest. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Let's pick up this fungal spore. Tijari, hiding very well in the undergrowth. A little diversion. I was sent here to scout out the centaur activity. I've been tracking their every movement for days. It's time for me to sneak out, but they've got this oasis surrounded. You look like a dangerous one. Can you make a lot of noise for me, stir them up, and start killing indiscriminately? While they're looking out for you, I'll slip out to get my info to Redgar Deathgate, so we've got to kill 8 centaurs. And again, one we've already killed clearly doesn't count, which isn't a problem. Okay, we've still got more spores around there, so let's try and just go around the edge of this forgotten pools. We'll try and engage any that we can see. That's the first one. Again, I'm going to try and be quite careful here. We upgraded the gear before we came into Northern Baron, so we've put on a few levels since then. What I don't want to start doing is overstretching our capability, maybe trying to take on maybe 3 or 4 of these mobs. If we can just play it safe, play it cautiously, pick them off one by one, that will be great. The gear's not in a too bad state, but it could be better. Okay, so we've got all those fungal spores now, we don't need any more of them. Any more of these centaurs. Right, there's another one. Have I missed any? I don't think so. So it's 3 of 8 so far. Okay, that's 4 of 8. I've just noticed one of our quests is to explore the waters. I think we're actually got to get in here. What's this? Looks like air bubbles. Oh, that was it. So we have explored the waters. So we've still got to kill the centaurs, defeat the boss, and that is it. And then number 4 is the lions. Okay, he's by himself. Take him out. Now you may notice that I've still got on his head his Darkmoon hat. I think I failed to mention last time, it actually has an ability this hat does. So I've got it on the action bar here at the moment, the Darkmoon fishing cap. And what you can do is when Darkmoon Fair is on, it doesn't make a difference whether you're at the Darkmoon Fair or somewhere else. What you can do is use this and it will summon a pool of shipwreck debris and then you can fish that pool. So let me show you. So we're clearly nowhere near the Darkmoon Fair at the moment, we're in Northern Barrens. So what I can do is I can use this ability. His head lights up, here comes a pool. I can now fish into the pool. If I can actually get my fishing rod in there. There we go. And that should give us 1 or 2 opportunities exactly the same way you would do at the Dark Moon Fair if you found any shipwrecked David there. It's given us 1. I've getting a Dark Moon sealed Dark Moon crate, which we can open up, get our Dark Moon Firewater, pick up our Dark Moon Dagamores, as well as some junk, which I just tucked down now. But it's a really useful item. As I said, I fished it up from the Dark Moon Fair. It didn't cost any money or anything along those lines. I just need to kind of remember that the ability resets has got a cooldown of every 1 hour. So even if I'm not at the Dark Moon, let me change this attribute bar back. Even if I'm not at the Dark Moon Fair, I really should be using it. I tested it out actually in my Orgrim, and I was able to create records there, so I knew it was going to work there. So you do manage to get the hat whilst doing some fishing. Don't forget about 1 hour sort of cooldown on there. You haven't got to be at the fair to actually use it. Okay, so we picked up another green item here, the War Paint Waistband. Let's have a look at that. Okay, a male item, int or agility. It hasn't got any sort of secondary or tertiary stats on top of that. It's got a region. Oh, there we go. We're getting attacked here. We'll have a look at that item in a moment. How many more do we need of them? We need 2. Okay, so that's that done. Let's have a quick look at this again. So yeah, it's got regional market value of 1,300. It's currently going on my server 400, which is 2 auctions on there. So again, that'll be something I throw on there. I've got quite a few of these little transmog pieces now, which I've picked up, including the flips I picked up on the last episode. So I just need to keep an eye on them and just keep relisting them, see if we can start shifting some of these. Okay, so where is this boss? Is that one I need? I think it is. Let's go head over in this direction. It's not him. It's not him. Nor him. No, he's a bit further up. Is he up there? Okay, we're probably going to have to fight our way through this. Again, I like to give my tank a little bit more, to Void Walker a little bit more health. But unfortunately, I can't do it at the moment. I've got some linen cloth from him. That adds up. Is it this character? He must be up here. Fight our way up, I think. Been lucky, we only pulled 1 of them. Now I need to be careful with this bird, and the reason being, if my tank uses his ability, how on earth do we pull those 2? Okay, this could be tough. Try and bring him back to life. Let's use some Dark Moon Healing Tonic. I don't think our tank came back to life, did he? Was that interrupted? Not enough soul shards. Okay, let's use Drain Life on him. Bump us up. That was a little bit close. I think we're going to kill him off phone. Okay. I have no idea where those 2 mobs came from, but that was a little bit close. Okay, we cannot bring him back yet because we need a soul shard, which we've got 1 of now. How many do we need? 1. Let's resummon him back up to 3, and this is the boss. So everyone's at full health, no harm done. get him before he runs away. Is there another one up there? Okay, let's get him as well. Again, we just need to be a bit careful. I don't know how quick this boss is going to respawn. I kind of want to just kill him, grab his head, and get out of there before he starts respawning again. Okay, so that's all of the quests done now around Forgotten Pools. We can go back to where we picked these quests up. Again, there's no real requirement to try and kill any more of these. There's nothing specific we want from these mobs. So what we'll try and do is tiptoe again around the edge of these pools, trying to avoid attacking and fighting any more of these. Not that I've done a particularly good job of that so far today. I can't see anybody. We might be in the clear. Now these fishing pools, if you have a look, they have got the schools of deviant fish. If we've got anyone near us, let's try and risk this. Now the deviant fish on some of my other servers sell quite well, like 50-60 gold each. So let's have a look how much they sell for, on this server. Because this might be, once the Dark Moon's gone, if I want to use fishing again, this might be a place just to come down to, do a little bit of fishing. Let's have a look. Okay, so these are 26 gold each, which again is pretty good. It's roughly 3 times what the Dark Moon Dagger Moors are going for at the moment, although the region average sale rate is nowhere near as good. So let's catch a few of these, keeping an eye on what's going on. We'll throw them on the auction house. If they sell, then we might pop back out, as we're going to be in Northern Barrens anyway and catch a few more. This isn't the only pool they spawn in. There's another one, I believe, just to the north of this as well. Just here. It might be further to the south, actually. I think there might be some more down there where you can fish these up from. Okay, you can see him over there. Okay, I think we'll make that the last one. We've got some strangle kelp from that as well. Let's jump on Moonfang. Try and sneak our way back round and hand these in. Maybe hug the pools themselves. Right, so this first guy was down here, and he's still hiding up, so let's go and speak to him. Oh ho, that was beautiful. I probably shouldn't have stayed to watch. Now they'll be looking for you. I'll slip quietly away in the dust of their aimless galloping. Be sure to look out for my buds at the other pools. Boss has agents at every one. Let's complete that. That's pushed us up to level 21. We haven't got anything from that in terms of abilities or unlocks, but that's fine. Let's head up this mound. We're going to speak to Telor High Strider. Hello Sovik, do you have Coda Bane's head for me? We do. Here you go. Well done Sovik. Coda Bane is just one strand of a tangled thread. There are other Kolkar leaders to kill elsewhere in the Barrens. Seek out my companions at the other oases if you wish to press the assault. And he gives us some gloves for that, which haven't upgraded, and I don't think I'm going to use. I think I prefer to use the intellect and versatility on these ones which I bought, rather than these ones which I've just picked up, so we'll leave it as it is. Okay, so what else have we got to do? We've got 3 quests to hand in, and we've still got to get kill some more lions, their claws, so let's go and see if we can find some of them. But before we dive down off this mound, let's make sure there's no one waiting at the bottom for us. Okay, so this big bubble here seems to be the largest. So let's see if we can take him down from that. Make sure we change from our fishing abilities to our fighting abilities. Okay, got the claws from that one. And we picked up some light leather. Hopefully now that my skin is increasing, it's now up to 49, we're going to find more light leather itself rather than the scraps, which will make us more money in the long run. Okay, I cannot see any in here. Let's head down to this bubble just to the south. That's back towards more where the crossroads is. So what we experience, we're on 13,044, so we need another 30,000, and each of these are roughly about 7,000 to 8,000. So hopefully by the time we hand all of these, there's one. By the time we hand all of these in, we should be up to level 22, which means we'll learn the ability to actually heal our Void Walker, which will be great. Make sure we keep him alive. Yep, got another one in that as well. Right, I've just seen someone running over to this lion. Can we tag him quickly? We can. Let's try and assist in this fight. There we go. Make quick work of him with that. I believe he's probably a monk. Okay, just one more then. He's level 23 and he's not even got a mount yet. Or choosing not to use it. I'm not sure why. Okay. Here's one. Hopefully this will be the last one. Again, stuck with our dots. The rotation hasn't changed. We haven't learned anything significant in a few levels now. That's him finished, and we get the claws as well. Okay, straight back into the crossroads and get these four handed in. Now I have, every time I've come to the crossroads, had a little look around to see if there's anything back on these vendors. I think that sells, he's selling some of our rubbish, that's good. Keep the Strider meat for now. He hasn't got anything. He hasn't got anything. Like this weaponsmith. Nope. Now I did manage to pick up some of the cloth items again, which I've learned and then sold on. So I've learned a couple more of the appearances of the cloaks. But so far we've not managed to sell any on the auction house. Okay, so we've got your fungal spores. Ah yes, these are good specimens, potent. I am forsaken and we honour our contract. Here is your reward, Sovik. So the reward isn't, well, it's 25 silver, which is better than nothing, but we get 8,200 experience of that as well. In fungus we trust. I've cultured these unusual spores you've dug up with the most magnificent cocktail of reagents that I'm fond of. I'm eager to see how my manipulated spores react to the waters of the Crossroads Oasis. The stagnant oasis to the southeast should provide us an uncontaminated site for our experiment. Simply plant this culture in the moist soil anywhere near the oasis and document the results. For me, be sure to cover your mouth, Warlock. That sounds a little bit worrying. So we've got to plant a fungal culture near the stagnant oasis and observe the results. So we'll take that. Okay, so let's move on and hand the other two in. Hopefully, have we got two or maybe three? The Forgotten Pools. You found a fissure in the earth with power emanating from it. Strange. Something is causing that oasis to bubble over suddenly with life. Come, Warlock, there is something else I'd like to investigate with me. I'd like you to investigate with me. So we only get 6,000 experience of that. A growing problem. An explosion of life from barren soil. My companion Jarek has described similar events happening elsewhere in the Barrens. I shall have to see this for myself, but I cannot abandon my post. Hair Sovik, I will loan you my eyes. My eagle companion Hair has served me since I was named. Please accompany him to Thunderhead Summit, where Jarek awaits, and we will investigate. To get to the peak, follow the road east out of the crossroads, turn south when you reach a large stone scrawled with paintings. So we've got to bring Tonga's Eyes to Thunderhead Summit, southwest of Rapture. Again, they're a little bit tight on the quest rewards. There's nothing there other than some experience. Okay, so this one we've got two. The Land, the Water, okay, we read that before. So Zevra, how many Zevra have you slain? All of them. Here's your hooves. Not bad, Sovik. These Zevra hold a lot of strength in their legs. I've seen them knock even a Tauren on its haunches. It looks like you have some strength in you too. 8,200. We're getting close. How goes your hunt, Sovik? Huntress's claws. Continuing. Ah, I see you've been busy. I hope you learnt a lot from this prey, Sovik. You'll need for strength and cunning of beasts like these to serve my beloved horde. So, are we going to get enough just to tick us over to 80 to 22? Just. And here we go. We managed to pick up Health Funnel, which is really, really good. It means that we can keep on top of restoring health to our Void Walker, which is fantastic. I'll work out where I actually want to put this into the action bars. White Mist, or Ep8 on a Tauren tongue, is the king of the Savannah cats. He hunts with such stealth, they say he's like a thin white mist on the earth. He kills so fast his prey have no time for fear or pain. The Tauren says he is both mercy and death. Sovik, I now set you on the path to hunt Ep8. His lair is just northwest of here on the north side of a small mountain, among the bones of a giant Kodo. Go, blow this horn when you reach his lair, blow the horn and he will come. So he's probably not going to come until we use the horn. Quest objectives, blow your horn at Ep8's lair to summon him, slay or subdue him. Sort of, what do we get for that? 10,000 experience, and that is it. So again, very tight with the quest rewards, but that's better than nothing. Let's have a quick look around and see if there's any vendors popped up with anything useful to pick up. I don't think he had anything. This girl did. Okay, so we've still got those on the auction house, so I'm not going to buy them. We've still got a spirit cloak on the auction house, so I'm not going to buy them, as well as those two as well. So nothing fantastic there. The tailor and surprise, again, I think I've got all these. No, I haven't put these on the auction house. Oh, that's because they were so too cheap. It's not a problem, and we've learned all the tailoring. So we're up to tailoring level 39. Okay, and we've got mail. So let's have a quick look at that, see if there's anything interesting. Maybe it's something from the auction house. No, it's Moonfang's pelt. So this is the second pelt we picked up. You can see in the TSM accounting, the first one we got 475 gold back for that. So I managed to sell it for 500. I put this one on for exactly the same price, hoping it would sell again. It hasn't. So what I'm going to do is go and put that back on the auction house and try and get rid of that, because it's no point sitting in the bag or bank until the next up. I mean, fair, we'll just look to get rid of it. There's 9 on at the moment, so I'm going to have to be sort of fairly ruthless with my price just to make sure that someone sees it, thinks it's a bargain, and buys it. So we'll pick that up. Okay, so we're going for roughly 33 minutes on this video. We'll leave this as a bit of a short one, rather than go on and do some more of the quests. We picked up a couple here, and both of them are a bit of a distance away. So in the next recording, we'll go and kill the King of the Lions, and then we'll head down to the summit and do this quest here, Growing Problem, as well as going to the next oasis. So it's not like we're short of content around Crossroads. So thanks again for watching. I believe this was episode 8 of the series. I'm going to try and get a few videos done over the next sort of few days and have them ready to go on YouTube, 1 per day. I'm heading back to the UK in about a week's time, and I know for at least 2 weeks when I hit the UK I'm not going to have access to a computer thanks to the quarantine rules. So unfortunately I'm not going to be able to upload anything over that period. So hopefully if I can knock some videos up beforehand, even if they're short, sort of half an hour ones like this, that just means that I've got content every single day and just keeps this quite fresh. So thanks again for watching. If you found the channel, please leave a like on the video, subscribe if you do find this content interesting, and until next time, goodbye.